The fourth valve on a tuba has two main functions, the first of which is intonation concerns, the second of which is low range. Let's first talk about intonation concerns. As we start to add more tubing, the instrument will generally become more sharp without adjustments of slides. For this discussion, we'll be using a B-flat tuba, but the same principles apply to all keys of tubas. Low C, B, F, and E all tend to be very sharp when using the 1 and 3 and 1, 2, and 3 combinations. The fourth valve is essentially a replacement for 1 and 3, but is slightly longer to address these pitch discrepancies. In most instances, replacing 1 and 3 with 4 and 1, 2, and 3 with 2 and 4 will fix intonation issues regarding these 4 notes. In most instances, these new fingerings should be used exclusively. Although you may see professionals use 1 and 3 and 1, 2, and 3, but most of the time they'll be pulling their first valve side to compensate for the issues of intonation. Let's talk about how the fourth valve affects our low range. Without the fourth valve, the lowest note on a B-flat tuba before the pedal range is a low E. In general, this will be plenty low and work for most tuba parts, although there are some tuba parts that will go even lower. The fourth valve allows us to play almost chromatically all the way down to the pedal B-flat. I say almost chromatically because the low B natural still requires slide pulling. On front action tubas like this one, slide pulling can be an excellent resource to help with intonation and reaching some of these lower notes. However, on an upright tuba, the slides are facing downwards and are virtually impossible to pull while playing. So who needs a 4-valve tuba? In general, late middle school and high school students will greatly benefit from having a fourth valve. Professional players also use instruments with at least 4 valves, but often have 5 or 6 valves. If you liked this video or found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and click the bell, as well as visit my website for low brass tutorials and other educational resources.